Hey there, my name is Brett Farrell, founder of the Farrell Group, your favorite lead gen agency, and home of the Million Person List. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to keep your leads buying, engaged, and nurtured for more than 90 days. How do you keep them around? How do you keep them excited? And how do you keep them still opening your emails and clicking through? The honest truth is consistency. One thing you need to do is you need to stay consistent with your brand and consistent with your messaging while also continue to give them great value. After about, I would say, 30 days of your ongoing nurture sequence, if they're not buying at that point and they're still kind of hanging around and they're still there, you have to take into consideration a handful of things. Is this person going to be a likely buyer? What is their open rates and actual click-through rates really like? Do a dive of your entire list, and you may want to do a bit of a scrub after 30 days. After 30 days, you might want to just say, is this person worth sticking on to this main core group, this main core list? And if so, then you keep going as far as you can to continue to give them great information. They may not buy for upward of a year. This just might be the type of person that you're dealing with. But at 90 days, you need to make sure to look back at the very beginning of how they first came onto your list. What method did you use to actually get them to first raise their hand? And so in this case, you need to look at, is it a lead tool? Was it just a straight sale? Did you use a quiz? Did you use a lead magnet of sorts? An ebook, a blueprint, a checklist? Did it come from an affiliate? You just kind of need to do a little bit of an audit. And at that point, you need to give more of what they loved from the very beginning. And if you've kind of faltered on that and you've started to see a real big dive on people's actual engagement, you need to then think about, how are you mixing it up? How are you making things unique? One tip that we've actually used that's pretty cool is that you can mock in a actual a faux account manager. This was something that I came up with, that if you're say, imagine that they're a customer, and so all of a sudden as a customer, 2 weeks or 3 weeks in, you're like, oh, your account has been assigned to me. And it comes from, although it's come from the same email address, it actually says Amy from Farrell Group or whoever from Farrell Group. And what you've done is that instead of coming from your voice, send it from somebody else's voice, yet it's the same type of email send out. And so from there, you then say a subject line of you've been assigned an account manager. Then you welcome them. You say, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm new here. I just wanted to say hey and let you know that I'm going to take over your account. I'm here to answer any questions you might have. And it's one of the best ways to kind of re-engage the list, really catch them off guard, and actually just like, what it does is that it just kind of changes the perspective of people of how they're actually reading your emails, because it gets monotonous. Every time they're like, oh, it's the same thing. Oh, great. The formula is content, newsletter, sale. Content, newsletter, sale. And so make sure that you mix it up. Be sporadic. Be chaos. Make sure that you're still giving great value of a 75% of great content to 25% sales, and also mix and mingle in your sales offers with other people's as well. So again, 90 days, make sure that you're mixing up the messaging, but make sure the messaging is consistent to the core of the brand and how they actually came in. Also, make sure that you're doing stuff that's different. Make sure that you're still providing great value, but then at the same time, get creative, get fun with it. Tell them more about your past. Tell them more about your family. Get them to know who you are and who your brand is and why you're doing what you're doing. I know everybody here that's watching this has some kind of mission or some type of like driving force behind what they're doing. It could be money motivated, but it also could be something more passionate and more driven by a family member, a loss of a loved one of some sort, something that's really to your core of why you're doing what you're doing. Ingrain that. Make sure people feel your heart, and make sure people can really stick in with you. And the more things that you can give them or recommend them over that 90 days that actually prove to serve them in like a really cool and great way, the more they're going to find you to be like, this guy knows his stuff. This lady knows what she's talking about. I trust her. She's great. I would buy from her. Not a problem. Now imagine also these relationships that you're forming, they're usually over just automated online. So you have to do as much as you can to build the relationship in an authentic way without actually seeing them face to face. Send them videos, send them behind the scenes stuff. Go on, if you're, if you're a woman, go on there without makeup. Just do something that's different, out of the ordinary. Give them like the behind the scenes of the behind the scenes. Make sure that they feel special and they're a part of something unique. And that's what's going to continue to keep them engaged over 90 days. Now, if you're looking for a unique way to build your list, or you're looking for some of the checklist stuff that we use, or some of the things that we check off when we're building our lead tools for all of our clients and even for our own in-house offers, we put together a blueprint for you. It's our 1,000,000-person lead gen checklist on how we actually generate the leads, from headlines to call to actions. You name it, we've got it all in that nice little checklist there. All you need to do is go ahead and access it. How you do that? There's a link right below. Go ahead and click it, and it'll be right on the other page for you to grab. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, dislike, whatever. Throw me a comment. I answer them personally. Thank you again. Can't wait to hear how your list building and lead gen strategies go here moving forward. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Brett Farrell with the Farrell Group. You take care. Bye-bye.